Elon Musk is the problem. $500 billion, and he's saying Mamdani's evil. Zohran Mamdani is probably going to win mayor, and very soon, in a couple hours. So tomorrow is going to be, I should IRL stream tomorrow and or vlog, but I kind of want to stream it because it's really instantaneous. All the energy's here in New York. We're going to have the first Muslim mayor.
Allah Akbar!
He's a socialist. He's a Sharia law promoter, and he also loves trans people, and he goes to gay nightclubs. And one day, just yesterday, he had the greatest campaign of all time. Zohran Mamdani, you got to give him props. Zohran Mamdani had the best American political campaign out of any politician in the U.S. since Donald Trump in 2015. Best campaign since Donald Trump was on stage going, only Rosie O'Donnell, only Rosie O'Donnell. And they said, Trump, why did you say you grab women by the pussy? He's like, because I like to. No consent is better than consent. And I was like, wow, he's really like, this is what we need after all this cancel culture, after all this Me Too. That was the best campaign. It was just like, Reddit, he was taking over. 4chan, he was taking over. He was owning memes. The reason that Trump had the best campaign in 15-16 is because he owned the internet. Right now, Zohran Mamdani, whether or not you like him, he owns the internet. It's his. Cuomo can't compete. Nobody can compete. Elon Musk is attacking him, trying to say, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Mamdani. Elon Musk, go back to South Africa. Go back to South Africa. Talking about, I mean, don't clip that, actually. I like Elon Musk. Shout out to Elon Musk for unbanning me. But Elon Musk, why are you talking about a New York City election? You're South African. You don't even live in New York. You have no ties here. Why are you trying to influence the election of a city that you have no involvement in? Is it just because he's Muslim? Why don't you like, you don't even acting like you don't know his name? You're fellow African. Mamdani's your fellow African. He's from Uganda, you're from South Africa, and you're trying to influence this election. It's like, bro, to be honest, man, if you don't have any ties in New York, if you're not from New York, if you're not born here, if you don't live here, if you don't, like, then don't just stay out of it. And stay out of it. Elon attacking him. Even Trump said, like, I think I'm better looking than Mamdani. I'm better looking than him. Way better looking. Bigger cock. Bigger hands. He's brown. He eats with his hands. It's disgusting. Well, Mamdani is still ore farming like crazy. And one morning, he's at the church in Harlem. Then he's at the New York City Marathon. Then he's at the Knicks game. And then he's twerking in a Bushwick nightclub all in one day. All over the city, all over the map. I wake up again and I see videos of him at 6 a.m. He's there walking across the bridge like Martin Luther King. Walking with all his supporters, shaking hands, smiling. I don't know what he doesn't sleep or he's on the best Adderall of all time. I don't know what he's doing. But Mamdani just ran the best campaign out of any U.S. politician since Donald Trump in 2015. And you got to give him credit. He's dominating social media. He knows what he's doing. So if he wins, to be honest, if Cuomo wins, I'm going to be a little bit relieved. I'm going to be like, whew. If Mamdani wins, I'm going to be like, here we go. Here we go. It's going to be interesting. If Cuomo wins, I'll sigh. I'll be like, okay, fine. Another Zionist, another like Epstein-controlled establishment politician. We can breathe a little bit. Not much change. It's going to be fine. You know, maybe poor people will suffer a little bit, but that's not me. If Mamdani wins, it's going to be like, okay, we're in for there's some change going on. There's going to be some change. New York is fucked. Watch you move to Miami. I mean, I still got my place in Miami. I go there pretty often. I don't think New York is fucked. To be honest with you, I don't think New York is fucked. I think New York is going to be the center of a lot of attention. I think Mamdani is going to face a lot of scrutiny. I wish him the best of luck. I think they're going to be breathing on his ass. Trump is already announcing that he's going to cut funding to New York City if he wins, which is so stupid and un-American. Just because you don't like the guy because he's a brown Muslim, you're going to cut funding to New York. You're proving that you care more about your own interests than your own citizens. I think people are going to criticize him more than they ever criticized the mayor before. I don't think New York's fucked. I think, obviously, the taxes are going to be higher. He's going to try to freeze the rent. We're going to see how that works. I think he's going to realize some of the socialist policies are a little bit too ambitious because it hasn't worked anywhere. But, you know, there is a big wealth disparity. I was debating that with other people, that whether or not you guys agree, and most people I speak to don't. Look up right now. The average debt of a Gen Z American is $94,000. The average Gen Zer, average Zoomer has $94K in debt. I feel like Christian Bale in The Big Short looking at the screen like, oh yeah, that's going to burst. That's a bubble. That's a big problem. 94K in debt. Owning a home for Gen Z is like a pipe dream. It's like an achievement. That used to be standards for the baby boomers, for Gen X. It used to be the standard. And now owning a home, getting married and having kids is like you made it. You made it used to be, you know, becoming a millionaire, having a successful business, you know, taking over. Now it's the basics. So there's a real problem. There's a big wealth gap. Guys like Elon Musk are saying that you shouldn't vote for Mamdani. That guy has like $500 billion. If you don't want people to vote for Mamdani, Elon Musk, then give away some of your money to the people who are so poor they're voting in a democratic socialist. Why does Elon Musk do that? With your own wealth right now, if you took 10% of your money that you're hoarding, and you gave it to all these people that can't afford rent anymore, that are voted for Mamdani solely because they think they're going to get free shit, you could solve it. And instead you're tweeting and acting like you don't know his name. The reason that Mamdani is the Donald Trump of the left, the reason that he's having such a meteoric rise, what's the word? He's rising so exponentially is because of the wealth gap. He's taking over that wave that Bernie Sanders created in 2015-16. And Elon Musk is the problem. Elon Musk is the problem. $500 billion, and he's saying Mamdani's evil, pretending like he doesn't know his name. The reason Mamdani exists is because of you hoarding all that wealth. Realistically, it doesn't make sense. I'm a capitalist, all this stuff, but it does not make sense to have that much money. What are you doing with it? Well, the average person in Gen Z has $94K in debt. Owning a home is a pipe dream. Getting married is more rare than ever before in our generation. Having kids being able to afford having kids is a financial achievement. That used to be the norm, right? Look at the wealth disparity compared to what it was in the 70s and 80s, what they call the golden age, compared to now. The same billionaires who are profiting off of that wealth disparity are saying Mamdani's evil. But you're all the way over here. People like you, Elon Musk, you didn't exist back then. You didn't have that much money. The 1%, the 0.01%, they have more wealth than like 50% of the people in America. So whether you say it's communist and socialist, and to talk about this, let's be real for a second. Morally, does that even make sense? What the fuck are you gonna do with all that money? What are you gonna do with it? Don't get mad at the people who can't afford rent. And like, oh, everyone's gonna leave New York City. You know, there's a place called Billionaires Row, right next to Central Park. Billionaires Row, these really tall buildings, they look ugly. They look like Dubai skyscrapers. I don't like that architecture. They go all the way up into the clouds, and they're like these big metal poles. You know what I'm talking about? Near the Plaza Hotel, they're the tallest building in the city now. It used to be the Empire State Building, and now it's these tall, Saudi-looking buildings. They're the really skinny ones. They're ugly, right? They look like something from the UAE or in China, right? You know, no one lives there. The tallest buildings, no one's there. It's these ultra billionaires who own those apartments, and they show up maybe once a year to have a Diddy party, and then they go back to China, they go back to Saudi, they go back to Israel, they go back to wherever they're from. Russia. They do a little Epstein party there. I don't know, demonic rituals, and then they go back, and they're just empty all year round. All year round. Nobody's there in the tallest buildings. Why does that exist? This is the most densely populated city, and these people are leaving it vacant because they have more money than they know what to do with. And they're too selfish than to try to fix the problem. Instead, they attack Mamdani. Don't get mad at him. Get mad at yourself. Analyze that. Because the more you keep hoarding that wealth and acting like you're not the problem, the more these democratic socialists, these crazy liberal types, these people waving around the hammer and sickle, the more they're going to get mad at you. Why does Billie Eilish go on stage and say billionaires shouldn't exist? I see people criticizing her. Oh, Billie Eilish is a multi-millionaire, this stuff. But if you're a millionaire, if you spend 10K a day, you're going to be broke in about a year or two. You're a millionaire or low millionaire, you spend 10K a day, you're broke in like a year or two. If you're a billionaire and you spend 10K a day, it's going to take 300 years to go broke. Putting that in the same category is stupid. Billie Eilish is not anything like Elon Musk financially, but realistically, their lifestyles are not that different. What else is Elon Musk doing that Billie Eilish isn't doing day to day? Eating the same food, taking the same jets, same transportation. They get the same reach, sets the same hose, same transportation, same food. So why does Elon need all that wealth? What is he doing? What is he doing with it? Morally, it doesn't make any sense, you know? I don't care. When you talk about this, people say, I'm a communist, I'm a socialist. I'm just looking at the facts, bro. You know, it's going to continue getting worse. And so I say this all to say New York is going to be the focal point in the next couple months, but also the next couple years. People are going to see what it's, if some good changes are going to be made. And once again, I wish Mamdani the best of luck. I don't agree with a lot of the things, but man, he had a great campaign. And I kind of like the guy. You know, I think he had a good campaign. I think he's mostly genuine. I think he means what he says. He lives in a 2-bedroom apartment in Astoria. You know, what they try to bring up scandals on. What do they have? Oh, he ate at a sushi restaurant. It's retarded. He did a sushi restaurant. They're like, oh, look, he was at an anti-Israel protest in 2021. Based. What else do they have? What, he spoke in a Ugandan accent when he was in Uganda? Like, big fucking deal, you know? Do I like the trans stuff jumping up and down? No. But was it smart? Absolutely. Campaign-wise, fucking genius. Look how he was able to shut up all the people saying that he was going to spread Sharia law. That was one of the biggest attacks. Oh, Zohran Mamdani is going to spread Sharia law in America. Then why is he jumping up and down with trans people at, you know, in the Bushwick clubs, in the Brooklyn Mirage? Why is he at the Mirage at a rave with the trannies if he wants to spread Sharia law? No, look, he supports these people. You know, he sees them as citizens. He doesn't see them as different, which is smart, man. At first, I'm like, this is disgusting, but look, he was able to beat those allegations and also gain all those people. Genius. Best campaign since Trump. So I really do wish him the best of luck. And also, I like the fact that he pisses off the Zionists. That's another reason that I really like him. Not only that on the debate stage when he said that, when they were asked, like, when are you going to go to Israel? He's like, I'm going to stay right here in New York City. I also like that all the paid shills, all the Zionist 7K influencers, all those people fucking hate him. They can't stand him Like he does an ad in Arabic. Salam alaikum, kifak ali, like all this stuff, and he's drinking the Saudi coffee. And while it's going triple platinum in WhatsApp groups for Arab families, all the Zionists are fucking seething. They're like, why doesn't he speak in Hebrew? Hey, dumbass. Hey, you 7K shill. You're not from New York. The Jews in New York speak Yiddish. They don't speak Hebrew. Go back to these Israeli shills. They're speaking Yiddish. They don't even know. They're not even part of New York. They hate him, and they have nothing to do with New York. Go around in the city, man. People love this guy. On the streets, people love this guy. You can go to the Knicks game. You can go to the Giants game. You can go to the Brooklyn Mirage. You can go to Little Sister. They're going to fucking love that guy. On the streets. Twitter might say a different thing, but, man, he got the hearts of the streets. So, do I agree with him? No. Maybe I need to be proven wrong, because this the idea of capitalism right now is not fucking working. It's not working. How much debt do you guys have? Are you guys all employed? What's it looking like here? This is why I dropped out of college. I dropped out of college after 2 years. I had $60K in debt. Combining all the family stuff that I paid all that off. That was a $250,000. I paid that off when I was 23. Imagine turning 23 and you're already negative $250,000 in debt. That's incredible. That's an incredible financial achievement that you have to be able to pay off. You're 20K in debt, 3K in debt, 10K. Man, the average person is 94. You have 200K Grifco? God damn. Yeah, I had 60K family total. It was $250,000. No, actually more. We found out there was a little more recently. I paid that off too. I think it was another like 15, 20 bands. It was almost 300K that I paid when I was fucking 23 years old. This is not normal. Not normal. But if people don't start acknowledging this problem, because you know damn well Trump's not. Anybody on the right wing, they're not. They're sucking Jewish cock. They're jumping up and down and getting paid for Israel. Floyd Mayweather's putting on his Django Unchained slave outfit to go and say, I'm Floyd Money Mayweather and I would always fucking stand for Israel. All this retarded shit. But they're not talking about this wealth gap. And if we don't address it right now, it's going to continue to get fucking worse. And I feel like I'm the only one looking at this like something's going to implode if we don't address it right now.